Okay guys, we need to talk big money, SA, money, SA, AP. So I had some crazy ass calls lately in my free trading group, and it's getting way too crazy for people to ignore, so I think you better get your fucking ass in the group, and it's free still, so you better take advantage while it's still free, because I don't know if I'm going to be able to keep up with the VIPs when they start flying in and servicing them, and obviously my attention is going to be divided between the free members and the paid ones, and you know who usually wins in a market environment. It's always the money. It's always, people are always following the money. Even if I have a good heart, I want to keep helping the guys in the free group. Number one, it's like if you stay in the free group for too long and just accumulate free stuff and you don't contribute with anything back, not even like a thumbs up on my content, that means you're pretty much using me. Like if we were in a friendship, that's not a friendship. A friendship is when two people help each other. So that's one. And number two, obviously it's not going to be fair to the ones that are paying if I'm paying more attention to the ones that are not. So it's just laws, physics, whatever you want to call it. There is no way that the free stuff are going to be able to offer the same value, or if they offer the same value in terms of quality, I won't be able to spend as much time. So you're not going to be able to, because I'm aiming to provide quality even in the free stuff as high as possible, to be honest. But obviously you cannot keep up. You only got so many hours, so much hours, and I need to do a research. I need to be posting content. I need to do all kinds of stuff. I need to be trading in my live account. I need to be trading in my live small account where I test pre-live trades. Like before I go scaling in on them, I want to make sure that when I go live with some money, I can scale it up in a bigger account and my emotions are still in check. But for all of them things to be happening, it requires time and energy and quite a lot of effort, to be honest, because I'm going back to bed fucking exhausted, and I've got other things going on as well, and there's going to be more and more other stuff going on in the background. There are going to be more and more stuff going on in the background when your kind of capability of investing in other stuff grows. So your attention is going to be divided between loads of other different stuff. I could have gone and recorded that video in the, just outside sitting on a bench, or go back and pick up my electric car first. But one of the reasons I chose to record it in my cheapest car ever, probably, or at least like for that stage of my life, was to keep that video as a frame of reference. So in the future, when someone is asking, where are you actually starting out from, small accounts, from small trading stuff, from being grounded, even being able to potentially buy a fucking Lamborghini or something, still drive a cheap ass electric car and a cheap ass 4K. I'm not sure where I'm going. So I wanted to have that frame of reference, but not to deviate too much from the point of discussion of that video. So the point of recording that live was that I think pretty soon the amounts of profits are going to explode, like literally explode. My accounts are gonna go through the roof. And also at the same time, the capability of getting in and out of trades and managing losers in the best way with this crazy ass precision is gonna blow your mind. I'm not gonna share everything on the live and everything on, for the free group, you know, that I share, you know, lessons and all that stuff and trading ideas, because again I want to keep the best bit for to my VIP members. But I'm gonna tell you this: I had a massive short on MULN, and you can find more context on that matter on my YouTube channel, because I uploaded what was happening and what my worries were. So the way I exited that short, I was gonna say with a minimum pain, but actually it was in gains from a massive short that went with a gap up against me during aftermarket hours, because I don't trade stocks that often and that much. So the market closed. I was trying to research what time was the time then in the UK, because I've been living in different countries, so that needed to be specified as well. In the UK, what time should be in UK time when the US market closes, meaning I was going to say yesterday, but it's the same time every day. So I thought it's 9, but obviously markets, they do trade post-market and pre-market as well. So got stuck. I thought it's 9. I didn't do my research properly. I was rushing into trades as well. I wanted to make quick bucks on a short that I saw opportunity. It was very good opportunity that I could have made even 100k. It went all the way down to making 100k, but I wasn't fast enough and all that. But anyways, I got stuck in a short, and that short went against me, and it went up to like 2 in a minus, in a negative. And you might be wondering, why the fuck is he bragging about going in a minus? I'm not bragging, I'm sharing lessons. Obviously it's not a brag when you go into a minus, but it is a brag if you can get out of that minus better than professionals do. And obviously that's only a practice account, so you can manage your emotions easier. But the reason I'm trading with the fat ass juicy fucking amounts in the trades and that's in the account that I'm not just practicing and for myself, I'm sharing the results, guys. So I need to be very careful, and I need to be sharing badass content, otherwise people are just gonna steer away from me as you know, someone that they're supposed to be learning from. So you can imagine my emotions are still very, very extremely close there. I really care about my brand, and I want to make that brand to be like a top 1 brand for trading and investing. So my emotions are involved, big style, fucking big style, when I trade on my demo, especially with that kind of amounts. I had millions upon millions of shares, and I scaled in as fuck with some big numbers to be able to get out of the trade neatly. And the reason I was able to do that is because of extensive market knowledge, emotional control, highly advanced strategies that I'm not even sure if I should be sharing, you know, for free here. But I'm gonna give you a clue. So basically, without going too much into it, I was able to. I'm not gonna tell you why, what, and how, and what my reasoning was, so I can keep it for the VIP members as a strategy that is, you know, again, highly pro level. and can be executed only with by professionals. But on a smaller scale, it can be practiced with with someone who is starting out or has been trading for a while. So it's going to be still very valuable, and in the future when they master it, the VIP members are going to be rocking and rolling and dominating the future, the next 10 years of trading with that kind of strategies. So the way I performed it is I was like aware of stuff that are gonna give me huge advantage into seeing short-term price movement. So even if I was on minus 2 point something million for a while, with the gap up on MULN again, the trade was MULN. I got stuck in the aftermarket trading session with the position open. I didn't want to do it. It was not planned, and so on and so forth. But I exited like a fucking unreally professional and emotionally stable, trader that very few people out there can perform what I did this morning, or rather this afternoon, morning for the UK time, US time, when the US market opens. So again, I managed to monitor a few things that gave me the clue of the short-term price action, and if I'm gonna have that moment to exit or not. I knew I would have it, and I knew I would have to be very, very quick and very precise. So I put all my attention in. I put my phones on silence and everything. I parked in a quiet street, and I did my magic. So I went out of the trade for a net 60,000 or something in profit, which is looking pretty and all fancy and everything, but we're not talking about the profit. We're talking how you can exit from a 2.5 million trade minus to go into a 60k plus with smooth moves that very few people understand, and very few people will be able to even perform if I tell them the full strategy, because of the emotional stress and emotional self-control. But I'll be teaching them stuff in the pro level, VIP stuff that I'll be posting to future members and to current members and so on and so forth. So again, I managed to pull off a magical exit of a insanely negative position. It was going to eat up my half of my account balance if I chose to close it as soon as I saw the the real market opening after the pre-market live session this morning US time, afternoon UK time. So I pulled it off with a 60k or something. I didn't even pay attention to it, but it was in positive and it was in the thousands. So my account is still on a 4 million. Actually, let me give you like a live update. Even with the mistake I did yesterday, and it's mad. It's just mad. I had to fucking share this shit. Actually, I'm on a fucking 4,139,000, meaning 60,000 short of 4.2 million. So 60k. I pulled it off with a 60k out of MULN, meaning I was 2.4 million in loss. And it was only possible if I only just closed it or waited for it to go down and did nothing else. I was gonna close it on a 2.4, or let's see, maybe I would have had the chance. I don't know. Let's see if it has pulled back. Actually, it did. I think I would have still have had the chance to even maybe even close it on a break even. I don't know if it's gonna keep dropping yet, but we've got quite a lot of negative volume, selling volume, which is not very typical for that stock on average. It's still not in the millions, but it's 400. 17k shares negative volume, which means it can't grow even more. So maybe I could have even pulled it off like with a normal strategy, but the thing is you can't rely on it, because you can't, like, you can only on the market opening, you can only foresee, you know, at the beginning a few minutes in ahead. You can guess, you can do your best guess, and you can do a very good guess, you know, for the next 1 hour or so, but it's so risky with that kind of amount. And if it goes against you during that time, what are you doing? So again, good 6 cents, bro. Thanks, buddy. Thanks for all the support lately. Let's see what my exit was and see something else. So my exit is 1177. 1177, let's see. So the price now is 1152. If I waited, I would be in some crazy juicy gain from a very juicy loss. But obviously it was too big of a risk with that size of a position, so I'm not regretting it. If I had the chance to play it again, I would play it the same way, unless you can actually see the future with a crystal ball or something. And I think it might drop even a bit more. It could even drop lower than I opened it yesterday. But again, that's coulda woulda on a scale of millions shares. You can't play with that coulda woulda scenario. So what I did is I played. That was an M6, I think, or a normal 6, but with or 8 series BMW with a proper petrol engine. I'm gonna be driving some of these probably soon. So yeah, it keeps dropping even. A quick summarize: bad trade turned into a good one, I would say. Instead of closing 2 million profits with panicking and all that stuff, I remained calm and I played the game the way it should be played on a pro level. Remained calm, parked on a different place than where I am at the moment. I had to keep growing with the day, but I started streaming at the same time. So it was on a quiet spot and so on and so forth. So I played it pro badass level and went out from a 2-point-something million to a 60k plus. And only was able to do it because of advanced skills, emotional control, and advanced strategies, which I'm going to be sharing with the VIP members. But again, mad ass money are ahead. If we can get out of 2-point-something million trades on a plus, not by accident, not by luck, not by anything else, but skills, and keep getting out of negative trades for a small loss or for a plus, especially with the massive negative trades, and still get out with a plus, trades that were left overnight and you had no control over the trade in the post trading and in the pre-market trading on the next day. Mad. Fucking mad. I've never seen anyone pulling anywhere close to that kind of tricks out of the pocket, out of the sleeves. Probably there are people. Obviously, we don't have access usually to them, but the thing is, you have access to me. So that's so invaluable if you are able to measure it, if you're able to evaluate it, and if you're able to take advantage of it, that you have no fucking clue. Having someone in your back pocket, in your phone, giving you tips on a high-end pro expert trading level is priceless. The amount of money you can pull out of the market if you put the time and effort in and learn the strategies, and if you put the time and effort in to get to the emotional state of control that I am, which takes a bit of time, you're going to be a badass fucking beast when it comes to making money, when it comes to self-control, adaptiveness, surviving, thriving in any kind of fucking market conditions, and economy and whatever you want to call it.
We are entering into fucking badass days. Badass days for me and for everyone who is following me and supporting me and potentially joining in the future in the VIP traders in my group, in Day Trading Edge group, are going to be the baddest motherfuckers when it comes to trading on the planet. Mark my fucking words. Mark my fucking words. But yeah, with all said, if you missed the live, for a reason I'm uploading them lives, because there is so much value to be learned. So I have to record them and I have to upload them in my YouTube, regardless if anyone pays attention. It's up to you. It's up to you guys. Make sure if you find any value, especially if you find the real value, if you can see behind the curtain and like see the value behind everything on a deeper level and see the actual value, then you must share it. Don't be fucking selfish. Share it with your friends, and let them level up as well. And make sure you're into that free trading group. Make sure, because if you are not, you are falling behind compared to the people who decide to join. And they're gonna bust your ass when it comes to trading. They're gonna fucking rock and roll, and you're gonna be watching like that with the moves that they pull and the accounts that they show, and you could be only like watching from the side and wondering where the fuck that guy get that skill from. You'll find out soon. With that being said, I need to carry on with my day. What a start of the day that was. And stay safe. Practice as much as you can before you execute anything, regardless if it's trading or business strategies, whatever. Practice as much as you fucking want and can and should. Like, break yourself out from practicing. Do all the mistakes that it takes to get to perfection and to know what to do and what not to do. And you're gonna still be pulling out more and more mistakes, so keep practicing even when you start live accounts. I've learned so much from the 31st of January till now, from the day I opened this account and I decided to mainly focus on like one or a few strategies, one or a few markets, one or a few trading zones during the day. Mostly I'm trying during market open, late at night or rather early in the morning. Mostly, and I only trade in between if I see some badass trades or if I get bored and I just want to keep practicing. But it's mad days are ahead, guys. If you keep following up, again, I'm on a 4 million, 4.2 almost, 60 grand less than 4.2 if you can put it that way. 4.14 million. And it's not by accident. These things, guys, they don't happen by accident. Especially with the amount of track record of the correlation between how many positive and how many negative trades, the ratio, the win to lose ratio. It's most of the trades are winners, even the massive ones in massive losses like today, left overnight and so on, are pulled out with a plus for a reason. There is a fucking reason for most of the things that are happening in the world, especially when they're occurring on a regular basis, not just like, oh, I've got a winning ticket, from the lottery today. If you win the lottery every single day, you're probably not playing the lottery, you're probably playing some other game. You're probably fucking the lottery. So that's the only way to win the lottery. You need to be playing the market as an insider, your mindset needs to shift. That's a big secret, a big giveaway I'm giving now. Your mindset has to shift as you have billions and trillions to trade. You need to be seeing your account as $1 trillion account, and you need to be trying to trade as you have unlimited amount of money. If you trade from a place where from a lack of money, you'll be placing lack of money trades, and it's gonna affect your game big style, and you're gonna be losing money on the markets, regardless of what strategy you use, because it's the fear that's gonna be driving you. So if you drive yourself on fear, business-wise, relationship-wise, whatever-wise, fear is fucking you up and it's keeping you low and it's keeping you on a bad spot in a bad corner, and you have no fucking chance of succeeding. But if you do everything from a positive point of view, from a winning point of view, and you imagine that you've already succeeded and you play badass moves, the ones that I'm teaching you, you have no fucking limits. Anyways, that went way too long than I was planning, as always, most of the time. But yeah, peace out, guys. We'll speak soon.